Here we are back again. This is Larry Sharir. It's time for my talk. Had to go check the livestock. This is more of the area, Caracas Mesa, the San Juan, Piedra River. Let you know where I am. Now I'll talk. That's about right. The time is now for all of humanity to band together and fight this monster we are confronting. But first, a short biography, so everybody can check up on me and know I'm telling the truth. In this entire universe, there's only one thing that matters: honesty and trust. The truth. I told you the doctors tried to kill me when I was born, and that's true. My Aunt Josephine had been insisted and begged by my mother to attend my birth. My Aunt Josephine was a head nurse at Mercy Hospital in Denver at the time. I was born at Porter Memorial Hospital at the time. So on the 15th of March 1953, when I was born, my aunt, dressed up in her gloves, smock, mask, hat, no one knew who she was at my birth. This was because of reoccurring dreams my mother had years before she even met my father. These reoccurring dreams concerned people trying to kill her babies. Dreams mean something, especially when they're reoccurring dreams. My mother knew this. My father's whole family, my mother's whole family, they know about this. She insisted my aunt attend my birth, or as I was being born, the doctor put me in a half Nelson and started ripping me apart. Upon which my aunt stepped in and grabbed me and said, "Let the baby be born," but not before I was injured. But I lived. And that's the true story of the beginning of my life. Well, those doctors, they remained alive and well in Denver, and all their ilk. It was kind of rough growing up. My mother's physician told me, or rather told her, to feed me, rather than breast milk or anything else, Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk. True story. What are those doctors trying to do to me? Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk? At 2 months of age, I weighed 24 pounds and looked like a Michelin tire man with a mongoloid face. I was fat. That's not healthy. Make a long story short, I'm not going to bore you with any more of my biography except for the fact that my life growing up, more or less, hunting, fishing, gathering, seeing nature, and learning about this artificial world which we are confronting now, well, it's been a lot of fun and enjoyable and happy. And let's all get happy. This is going to be an enjoyable time ahead of us. Like I said, growing up, I hunted, I fished with my father, my mother, grandmother. We gathered, we knew and learned all about nature, that nature provides, livestock provides, wildlife provides. If we take care of it, treat it with respect. That's what we have to learn now. What I'm trying to get at here is a short biography of my life so that all you out there that do genealogical searches, get on it. My mother was Donna Daisy Tudor. My father, Leo Lester Sherrier. My grandmother's name on my mother's side was Gladys Gilstrap, married to my mother's father, William Tudor. My father's mother was Annetta May Milone, and his father, Jacob Garfield Sherrier. Get with it, especially the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I know you folks have a lot of genealogical search ability. I'd like to know who I am as well as everyone else know who I am. I forget. But back to the beast. The time is very short. I don't have to bore you with the details. The time is now to do this. That's why I'm talking now. That's why I've waited 40, 30, 20, 10 years I've waited. Long time to a short period of time for information to catch up, so what I'm saying doesn't sound so crazy after all now, does it? There are 9 worlds we live in here. Worlds on top of worlds. We are in the 4th world and cannot perceive the others in our normal state of mind, in our normal lives. But 9 dimensions, 9 worlds on top of worlds are here. And our Creator, who I meet every day, say goodnight to every night, who I love and fear, has told us to do this. Get together, all races of all people, now, not later. Later's too late. 1 week from now could be too late. No one could see this message. There's this ability we all don't have to talk about. Bombs going off in the sky and our cell phone doesn't work. I've had mine about 2 weeks now. It's a magical tablet. What we have to do now is get together and talk, because the opposition, there's no talking to them. It's like Chief Urey said, the agreement an Indian makes with a white man is the agreement a buffalo makes with his hunters when pierced with many arrows. All he can lay down and die. All he can do. There's no trusting these people. There's no going back. We have to find a way to confront them peacefully. My prayer is that enough people will see this today so that what I have to say tomorrow will be listened to and seen even more. I'm not here for me. I don't want to be famous. I'm here for all of us, all of life, all things living. We need to stay in contact, reconnect with all indigenous peoples all over this world who remain and have their sacred knowledge still intact. They have the truth. Google National Geographic in their recent History of the World documentary, where they tell how old the Earth is, how it went through certain destructions, in what order those destructions came. Google the shit out of that one, folks. National Geographic, History of the Earth. There are people in this area here who have words in their language for all 4 worlds and know the history of the previous 3, which is pretty much like this one. The same evil has followed us. But we don't get to start over next time. This time we either have total rebirth or total annihilation. The time is now. This is going to be fun. If enough people get together, we'll be happy. And that's the way the universe is supposed to work. On one hand, we have happy, and that's good. On the other hand, well, if sad and unhappy, depressed, starving, and poor isn't bad, it's not as good as happy. It's not black and white, it's not rocket science. Planting corn and squash and beans and tobacco is not rocket science. And we are not animals because we eat corn. If enough people knew there are still people in Europe and here who consider people to be animals from what they eat because we don't want to eat their wheat and make us crazy like them. If you take white mice, and for anyone who doesn't know why medicine tests things on mice, it's because mice are very close genetically to people. So if it works on mice, it works on people. These magicians that rule us now have known this for millenniums. You take and feed good corn, millet, milo, rice, barley, oats, quinoa, all grains besides wheat. If you eat them, you're happy and healthy. The wheat is different than all. It was invented by these inventive brothers who do not have our welfare in mind and never have and never will. We must peacefully band together now. My prayer and my hopes is for as many people to heed this and see and listen to this as possible. Hoelo.